Yo, what is going on, everybody? How we doing? Welcome back to Mr. George MF Reacts video. So we're going to be doing something a little bit different. As y'all see, we got some blue and red headphones on our skull, big as hell. We just gonna have to deal with it. Time goes by talking about that. I've lost so much interest in like headphones like this. I think since AirPods came out and I got AirPods, I've been so hooked on just the small earbuds, one, two, boom, boom, and that's it. That like headphones like this now just drive me nuts. Like I remember I tried the Skull Candy ones and I tried them for the gym and it just didn't work out for me. I prefer just the AirPods. They're so much more convenient, small in your pocket, boom, boom, boom. And that's it. With the big ones, you got to deal with that big ass case. You can't fit in your pocket. It's just a stretch. But this is going to be a quote unquote series that will start on this channel. As you guys know, we've been doing a lot of shows lately talking about sports and everything like that. This will be more of a reaction side of things. It will be music, murder cases, law stuff. It could be whatever, wrestling, anything you could think of, sports, anything we'll react to, say what we got to say, all that jazz. But before we start, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe. It's absolutely free. It helps me out a lot and it's free. You don't have to pay a single penny, not even one dime. And comment down below your thoughts on the video, if it's the topic that we discuss or maybe something I said while reacting to it, or just an opinion you want to give. There's no problem. I don't care. Say whatever you want. Let's get into it. So this one right here is, I'm trying to figure out the word I'm trying to say. Outlandish, insane, I guess, if that makes sense. This is like wow type shit. Listen to this title: teen girl murdered by a monster, quote unquote, over a pair of Yeezys. Wow, it's sad how low we've gotten to in life, man. Over a pair of Yeezys, you murder somebody. Let's check this out. Let's see what in the world happened.
A young girl killed. Her
Oh my
boyfriend
God.
shot in a botched robbery.
And I know that you shot into the car. But here's the thing, Adrian.
We have the chilling interrogation video with the
So here's what I'll predict before we start. This seems like a Facebook Marketplace meetup gone south.
killer.
That's what I'll
You
say.
want to talk to a lawyer? Yeah. If you want to talk to a lawyer, that's fine. But I want you to know something, okay? Yeah. What's going to happen is this. You're going to go down looking like a cold-blooded murderer.
And the motive for murder? Shocking. Just a pair of Yeezy sneakers. We'll take you through the case that ultimately led to the killer lunging at the victim's father in court. This video per WTVJ-TV.
What?
We're on the case.
Damn, so this man's bugging, bro. Launching at the person's dad who he killed? Oh, yeah.
On Crime, I'm Chris Stewart.
Bro wants more years in jail, I guess. Let's check this out. Yeah. Make it way easier for the judge.
There's no motive that ever makes sense for murder. But in this case, the motive is especially empty. A pair of sneakers. This is Andrea Camps-Lacayo. She was just 18 years old. She was set to go study at Florida International University in Miami. She went to high school with her boyfriend, Sergio Burben. Back in 2020, the two made a deal online to sell a pair of Yeezy sneakers. Here are some screen grabs of some of the online communication.
Okay, so it was through Instagram. I needed 3 pair size 9. I have one size 11. Let me know what Yeezys you have in size 2 pairs. So it looks like this guy's a shoe reseller, her boyfriend.
Burben had with some buyers for the shoes.
Send it. I'll cash you out today.
Online. Yeezys, they're big business. People who are into shoes, they put a high price tag on sneakers like this. And
I guess in 2020 you could have said, but now they're bricks.
in this case, Burben made a deal to sell 3 pairs for $935. On April 7th, 2020, Burben and Camps-Lacayo drove to a housing complex in Homestead, Florida to meet people who they thought wanted to buy the shoes. When they arrived, waiting for them was 19-year-old George Walton. And according to the Miami Herald, Burben was reportedly carrying 1 pair of Yeezys, and Andrea had 2 pairs in her lap in the car. Police say as Burben was talking to Walton about payment, a shooter came up next to the car and opened fire, hitting Andrea and grazing Burben, who then took off. Burben floored the car out of the complex and called 911.
I was selling shoes and I just got shot at. Not sure if it was a real gun or not, but
where exactly did this happen?
It happened at a property.
And it's not until about a minute into this phone call that Burben tells the dispatcher that he and Andrea are bleeding. It seems that he only
So basically, let's go back a little bit. So hold on, you guys, my bad. So basically what it looks like, they were in this white Jeep a little bit,
hitting Andrea and grazing Burben, who then
So it looks like, hold on. They were in this white Jeep, it looks like, and then this dude, some guy right here or right here, fired off. So he probably fired off from the passenger side. It hit her and it probably glazed over the guy.
Burben
And then they ran.
floored the car out of the complex and called 911.
I was selling shoes and I just got shot at. Not sure if it was a real gun or not, but
Where exactly did this happen?
it happened at a property.
And it's not until about a minute into this phone call that Burben tells the dispatcher that he and Andrea are bleeding. It seems that he only realized then it was much more serious than first thought.
How many of you were shot?
Just 2 of us.
2?
Yes, 2.
Stay on the line.
Looks like he's struggling there a little bit.
Please help. Please send
Yes,
help.
sir, I'm getting help over there. Stay on the line. Where are you bleeding from, sir?
She got shot near the stomach.
Okay.
Damn.
On my arm, but I'm fine. I just
Okay.
need help for her.
We have police body cam video of when they arrive, and you can see Andrea being taken away, and a little bit of the conversation here with Sergio.
Dude, over a pair of Yeezys is insane, man. It's sad that like nowadays you can't even do the littlest thing of just selling a pair of shoes to somebody. Like it's embarrassing. Yeah, man, you can't do anything in this world now any day. You gotta have like at least 8 people with you to do something. It's insane. They gotta take her to the hospital ASAP.
Andrea would die at the hospital. Police had a
Damn.
lot to work with when it came to tracking down the shooter. Police had video of the incident recorded by home security cameras, and they also used video inside the shooter's home, which shows him walking out of the house in the clothing he wore during that botched robbery. And this is the person you see in that video, 19-year-old Adrian Cosby. Police arrested him just days after Andrea's
Jesus
murder.
Christ.
Here he is in the interrogation room waiting for police to ask him questions. We see him pacing around. Eventually a detective walks in, and initially Cosby denies being involved. Let's watch here how the detective plays this.
Adrian, what happened was something like very tragic. It was a very tragic thing that happened. Okay, there was a young girl that was killed, an 18-year-old girl.
So this was April 14, 2020, or November 14, 2020, one of the two. Yeah, April 11, 2020.
And that can't be taken back. You know what I mean?
Let me see. Yeah.
Like, like I had to go talk to the family of this 18-year-old girl, and like when I tell you that, like heartbreak, like I've never seen heartbreak like that in my entire life. The girl was,
Let me see.
unfortunately, she's gone. She died. It's a very unfortunate.
Yeah, she's done.
Set of circumstances. I personally, talked to the mom and dad, and they're crying, and the family was there, and she was loved by everybody, and this girl was like like an honor student in high school. She had like free scholarships to go to like every, major university in Florida, and she, just like a young, like innocent, like think of like a real innocent, like young girl, bro. Like your sister, like imagine your sister just like innocent, bro, like an innocent girl, like just living her life, and then she got killed. So very unfortunate tragedy what happened to her. And, you know, so my job is, as a detective, is to figure out, you know, what happened. You know, and, you know, during the course of investigating this homicide, you know, we learned a lot of things. You know, a lot of things come up, dude. A lot of things come up. And
This is the kind of guy.
you know, I'm not judging you. I'm not judging anybody. I'm not judging New York. I'm not judging Eric. I'm not judging anybody. That's not my job. My job is like professional. My job is to, I'm what we call like a fact finder. Like I find out facts and I say the facts. I don't guess. I find out facts and I tell the facts. Now,
I want to take a moment and bring you this law and crime legal alert. Did you know that children
These people,
under
dude.
the age of 21 are being diagnosed?
this is I want you to look at this scenario in your life right now. I want you to look at this situation in your life. You're a 19-year-old.
Dude, 19 years old, man, and murdered an 18-year-old girl, bro.
You know, you're not 30, you're not 40, you're not 50, you're not 60, you're 19 years old. You have your whole life ahead of you, boss. You know that? I told you at the very beginning, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say one thing that's not true here. I'm not gonna try to lie to you about a single thing I have no reason to. Because of what happened to this girl, it speaks for itself. Like, I know what happened. It's a tragedy, but I know what happened. I know exactly what happened. And I can prove what happened in many, many different ways. As an investigator. So, Agent, what I want you to do is think about yourself. I want you to think about your family. I want you to think about your girlfriend, Shrimp. I want you to think about your sisters. More importantly, like think about yourself. And think about the tragedy that happened with this girl who was 18. And I don't want to think that I'm looking at you, somebody who that
I'm trying to speed it up to the point, because
let's not do that, man. Adrian, let's not do that, man.
You got my girlfriend, you know.
Adrian, hold on. Listen, man, I'm gonna be here with you throughout this entire process, man. I ain't gonna leave you alone. And I'm not gonna treat you poorly. I ain't gonna treat you bad. I ain't gonna threaten you. I'm gonna talk to you like a man. And I'm gonna level with you. Adrian, you're saying that you're with your girlfriend. I can prove that you were not with your girlfriend. Adrian, do you realize that there is surveillance video footage in that complex? Literally, I've never seen, and this is honest truth, and ask my partner, ask anybody, I've never seen so much surveillance video footage in one entire complex in 2 blocks that I have at Cutler Landing. Is that the name of it? At Cutler Landing. I've never seen the sheer amount of video to where I can go to anybody's house in Cutler Landing and I can say, hey, I see that you have video on your house. Do you mind if I take a look at it?
Hey, can you show me though?
Adrian, hold on. You want to see yourself on video killing somebody?
I ain't kill nobody. That's the whole thing. I ain't kill nobody.
This dude.
I'm not gonna even tell you I killed nobody.
So the game that the gentleman in white is trying to play, the I forgot what the position is called. What he's trying to get the guy in red to do is basically confess that he killed. And the way he's doing it is by basically telling him, hey, we already have footage that you did it. You might as well admit it. You were there that night. You might as well say it. We got you on camera. And that's just the end all goal before they make an arrest. Obviously he's been denying it, but it'll be case soon. It won't matter.
So Cosby tries to call the detectives bluff, and we have video of police making him wait even longer. Eventually, that detective returns and shows him video on his computer similar to what we just showed you of the shooting.
It took me forever how to figure this out, okay? That's why it takes so long. Just so you know, this is just one single camera, but there's like multiple other houses that have video. Look close. Okay, look close now.
He's like, look, because this is you, motherfucker.
If I can try, I can get the other angle where you walk this way, and then at the other angle where you make the corner to go towards the Jeep. You want me to show you again? You thought I was f***ing? Okay.
He said he thought I was screwing with you.
Like, I don't know how to like zoom in like that, dude, but that shirt right there, we have that shirt, just so you know. What shirt? The shirt that you're wearing right there.
This dude, bro.
The shirt that you're wearing right there.
Yeah.
The Adidas one.
No, not shirt.
That's not your shirt. That's not you. That's not you at all. Well, yeah, your hair's up right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like that here.
Yeah.
But you had it different that day. This is a week ago.
This dude, bro. He's trying to play it dumb or some shit.
Towards the
Cosby still tries to deny that police have him red-handed. But after
What?
multiple hours and multiple videos, Cosby begins to crack and explain what really happened.
Can I level with you now? Alright, so I'm just gonna stop that because I don't wanna mess it up. So I just wanna level with you. I told you at the very beginning, I'm like a very straight shooter kind of guy. I'm not the guy the detective that's gonna like fuck with you and lie and say, I got your DNA, I got your fingerprints, I got this, I'm not gonna do that. I have you on video, walking from your house, past several houses that have video, towards the homicide scene. I have a eyewitness that was outside that I don't think you saw.
We're gonna shift a little bit here just because it's just talking about whatever, trying to get the guy to confess and admit why he did it.
I can't hear you, man. I'm sorry.
I said this is the end of my life.
No, it's not, man. It's not. Look at me, man. What do you mean you took it from me?
Yeah, basically fight.
Okay.
But like, it was only like one time.
Okay. Where's the gun right now?
I don't have it.
Do you know where it went?
A person had like a friend act like he was my friend. You feel me? He sneaked me for it.
Sneaked you for it?
Yeah.
What do you mean you took it from me?
Yeah, basically like.
Interesting.
Who's it from? His name? Come back.
He told me
Laugh again.
seen him about to call me.
Knew you was out like it.
Yeah, earlier that day, guys. School.
Okay. What gun was it that you had?
I'm just simming by it, y'all, because it's just whatever.
And then Cosby came up and fired the gun.
Okay.
Another man charged with murder was 19-year-old George Walton. He admitted to police what happened, according to the Miami Herald. They say the plan was to steal the shoes when Walton put them on, and then Cosby came up and fired the gun. Walton was found guilty of murder.
Dude,
Here's his
what?
Florida Department of Corrections photo. He is set to spend the rest of his life in prison. As for Cosby, the quiet, mumbling, soft-spoken 19-year-old that you see in this interrogation video is not the person we saw in court at his sentencing. It took the jury only 2 hours to convict Cosby of first-degree murder, first-degree attempted murder, and robbery. Andrea's dad was giving the victim impact statement, and according to WTVJ said this, quote, "You are the epitome of evil and darkness that this world represents. There's only one place animals like you belong, and that's in prison for the rest of your life." Cosby
Damn.
then did this video per WTVJ. Cosby lunged at Andrea's family, and you see the bailiffs holding him back, taking him out of the courtroom. The process was delayed for several minutes, but Cosby was sentenced to life in prison with a concurrent sentence of
Jesus
25
Lord.
years. Here's his mugshot from the Florida Department of Corrections. For On the Case, presented by Law and Crime, I'm Chris Stewart. We'll see you next time.
You guys, that's why, like, it's just nowadays anything you do, you have to be careful. And it's like, it's sad. You can't trust anybody in this world. Anybody. You can't trust nobody, man, because it's just like the simplest things of just meeting up to sell a shoe can end in a deadly situation like this one. Literally, you know, it's sad, and it's insane that, like, you can't even do that anymore. You can't even just go out, boom, boom, and do what you got to do, and that's it, because you don't know what somebody's gonna do, if somebody's gonna go and freaking murder you or shoot you or stab you, whatever. It's sad. That's why it's like you got to be careful. You got to be surrounded. If you go and do something like this, go with multiple people. Don't just go by yourself. Go with multiple people. Or if you can't, then just find an area like a station or somewhere where you know you're gonna feel safe and there's a lot of cameras, because nowadays you really can't trust nobody at all. Thank you guys all for watching. Stay humble, stay blessed, stay positive, be safe. Peace.